Hey, it's Rive Breezy here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Today we're playing Mathmechs, which are a very odd Cybers deck, which kind of turbos out their boss monster, which is how I'm playing it. I don't know every single combo. I try and turbo out our boss monster, which is Geomathmech Final Sigma, and this guy is insane. First, we'll be going over our deck breakdown, what we're running, why we're running it, and then we'll be doing 2 PvP duels. First, I'm playing 2 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, which is a tuner and also a hand trap, which when you discard it from your hand, you negate your opponent adding a card from their deck, special summoning from their deck, or sending a card from their deck to their grave. Very useful. And then we're running 1 copy Backup Secretary. Kind of an odd card in this deck because it's level 3, but other than that, it works well with the Cybers. It works well linking, but not into our tuning or exceasing. If you control a Cybers monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You only use it once per turn. I'm only running 1. We got 3 Balancer Lord. Once per turn, pay 1,000 life points. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Cybers monster in addition to your last normal summon. And if this card is banished, you get to special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Very good way of bringing out monsters onto the field. We're running 1 copy of Flame Bufferlow. If this card leaves the field, you can discard a Cybers monster and draw 2. Only use it once per turn. Here we're starting to go into our Mathmech monsters. We got Mathmech Edition. You can target 1 face-up monster on the field, and you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except for Cybers. I believe 90% of our extra deck we're running today is Cybers monsters. Also special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, the targeted monster gains 1,000 attack. So you got this guy in your hand, you pick a card on the field, and then it boosts up 1,000, and then you get to special summon this guy out onto the field. We got Mathmech Division. You can tribute a Cybers monster you control in the extra monster zone to special up to 1 Cybers monster from each of your grave and hand. And if this card is sent to the grave, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and you half their attack. Kind of useful. My favorite Mathmech, I think, is Multiplication here. I love his effect. Once per turn, target 1 level 4 monster you control. Its level becomes 8 until the end of the turn. If this card is sent to the grave, you can target a Cybers monster you control in the extra deck. Its attack doubles until the end of the turn. So basically, when he's on the field, you target another monster. You're going to want to target your tuner, Sigma, make him a level 8, and then that's a free level 12 synchro monster. And then when this guy is sent to the grave, you get to target a monster on the field and double its attack. Here we have 3 copies of Nabla. Tribute is also a tuner. You can tribute 1 Cybers monster, special summon a Mathmech from your deck, and if this card is sent to the grave, you can target 1 Cybers monster you control in the extra monster zone, and it makes 2 attacks that turn. Next is Sigma, which is probably the easiest one to summon out. If you don't have any monster in your extra monster zone, you get to special summon it from your hand, banish it if it leaves the field, and you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Cybers. Pretty easy to get around. And this card is used as a synchro material. You can treat it as a non-tuner. Why would I want to do that? Mathmech Subtraction. Target a face-up monster in the field, and that targeted monster loses 1,000 attack and special summon out this monster. So kind of like addition, but subtract 1,000 instead of adding 1,000. Next we got 1 Call to the Grave, a quick play spell. Target a monster in your opponent's grave, banish it till the end of the next turn. Its effects are negated as well as the activated effects on the field. 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Really, life points aren't a worry in this deck. I don't feel like there's a lot of OTK potential when you get the Geomathmech Sigma on the field. We got 3 Cynet Mining. You discard a Cyberse monster from... Discard 1 card from your hand and it's a free search for a Cyberse monster. Run a 3 of those. Next we have Mathmech Billion Blade Nyota. Equip only to a Cyberse monster. If the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send a Mathmech from your deck to the grave, and the equipped monster gains attack equal to the sent monster's attack. Plus, a bunch of them have effects that happen when they're sent to the grave. Like if you send Multiplication, you double your attack. You gain the 500 from his attack points, and then his ability will double your attack until the end of his turn. And if his card is sent from the spell and trap, you can target a Mathmech in your grave, add it to your hand. Next we have 2 Mathmech Equation, which basically target a Mathmech monster in your grave, special summon it, and it gains 1000 attack. Pretty cool. 2 Pot of Desires, banish 10 cards from your deck, draw 2. A Twin Twister, discard a card, destroy 2 spell and traps. And evenly matched for if you start turn 2 and your opponent's just crazily set up. At the end of the battle phase, if your opponent controls more cards than you do, you can make your opponent banish cards from the end of from their field face down, so they control the same amount of numbered cards as you do. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. Next we have 2 Mathmech Induction. All Cyberse monsters you control gain 500 attack, and if you control a Mathmech monster, you send a face-up card on the field to the grave, and target 1 card your opponent controls, destroying it. Only activated once per turn. This one's kind of hard to activate. You have to have 3 Mathmech in your grave. And then you can activate one of these effects. Special summon all 3, but their effects are negated and immediately synchro summon. Or you special summon them and their effects negated and you immediately Xyz summon. Which works well with 2 synchros, and we have 2 Mathmech Xyz monsters. Starting off our extra deck, we got Black Rose Dragon, which is a level 7. It requires 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. This card synchro summon, you have the option to destroy all the cards on the field, or once per turn you can banish 1 plant monster from your grave and target a defense position monster, change that attack to 0. Really, you use it to nuke the field if you need to. Clearwing Synchro Dragon, my all-time favorite monster. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner. Also level 7. Once per turn, when a level 5 or higher monster activates an effect on the field, you can negate it. And then once per turn, if you're targeted by a level 5 or higher, basically the same effect, but you can negate that and destroy it also. Very good at just stopping monster abilities in their tracks. Geomathmech Final Sigma, the boss monster for this deck, is a level 12 synchro monster. Requires 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. It's unaffected by card effects except for Mathmech cards while in the extra monster zone. If this card is in the extra monster zone, battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage inflicted to your opponent is doubled. Kind of like, was it Chaos, Blue Eyes Max or something like that? If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card is in its own possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get to add a Mathmech from your deck to your hand. So basically, there's a lot of ways to just pump this guy up in this deck. Like 3,000, you can easily double it to 6,000. And then if you damage your opponent, you do double damage. Even if you hit him for half of that 6,000, you're still doing massive amounts of damage. Here we have Geomathmech Magma. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. It's a level 8 synchro monster. When this card destroys a monster by battle, target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle, you get to add a Mathmech from your deck to your hand. Here we have the Exceeds monsters, which I really don't think they're that amazing, but it's a Mathmech deck, so I'm running them. I think the tuner monsters are the way to go with this deck. Here we have Pre-Mathmech Albertian. You get to tribute 1 monster, special summon a level 4 Mathmech from your hand or grave, or if this card is Exceeds summoned, you get to detach 2 materials from this, 2 to 4 materials from this card, and then you get to activate different effects based on how many materials you discarded. Discard 2, you add a Mathmech from your deck to your hand. Add 3, you add a level 4 monster from your deck to your hand. And if you discard 4, you get a spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Or if you don't want to activate this ability, you can always upgrade into Pre-Mathmech Laplipian. It requires 3 level 4 monsters. If a Mathmech card you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can detach a material from this card instead. And if this card is Exceed summoned, detach up to 3 materials from this card then choose that many effects. Basically, if you send one random, you discard 3 and then you get to pick one of these effects. Send a random card from your opponent's hand to the grave, send a card from your opponent controls to the grave, send a spell or trap your opponent controls to the grave. A mouthful, and that's very complicated effects. Here we have Cyber's Wicked. So 2 Cyber's monsters for Link 2. The Link summon card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Cyber's monsters this card points to can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. And if a monster is special summoned to its zone this points to, while you control this monster, you can banish 1 Cyber's from your grave, add a Cyber's tuner from your deck to your hand. That's pretty useful. Here I have Pentastag, one of my favorite Link monsters, a Link 2. It requires 2 effect monsters. If this Link monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict battle damage to your opponent. So if you got this guy in your extra monster zone and one below it, the one below it and this monster get piercing damage. Here I have Power Code Talker, which requires 3 monsters, Link 3. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and negate that target effects until the end of the turn. Once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster, during damage calculation, you contribute a monster this card points to, and that card's attack becomes double of the targeted monster. Kind of a way to get over a lot of cards. Here we have Salamangreat Almirage, which requires 1 normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. We've got a few of them. I believe all the Mathmechs have 1,000 or 500. Quick effect, you can tribute this card, target 1 card you control and can't be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. When a normal summon monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card's in your grave, you can special summon this card back out. I put this card in a lot of my decks and I don't think I've ever used him once. Next we have Shooting Code Talker, which requires 2+ Cyber's monsters. At the start of the battle phase, you can activate this effect. Take battle phase. This battle phase, this card can make attacks onto your opponent's monsters up to the numbers of monsters it currently points to, +1. But this turn, when it attacks your opponent's only monster, this card loses 400 during that battle calculation. So it's good at wiping out every monster until you get down to the last one, and then you lose 400. Draw cards up to equal to the number of monsters this card destroyed by battle. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna quickly go over the side deck. We had a Lady Debug. I did have this in my deck earlier, and then I swapped it out for Flame Buffalo because all the monsters in this deck are level 3 or level 4, except for Backup Secretary. I mean, I didn't need a card just to search for backup secretary. One copy of Mathematician, our extra copy of addition and subtraction, and then microcoder was a good side option for this deck. Our third copy of Mathmech Billion Blade, another copy evenly matched, our induction. I considered running red reboot, and then I had all 3 nightmare monsters, and then I swapped them out for I think Pentastag and then Black Rose and Clearwing. That's our Mathmech deck. We're gonna be hopping in to some duels here, and let's try and OTK some fools. See you there. Alright, we've got our first duel against S5 Cinder 1991. He wins rock, paper, scissors, just elects to ghost. Pick! Oh my goodness. First, he elects to go first. 40 card deck, full extra deck. Pretty darn cool hand we got here. We have evenly matched. We might want to do that first turn. Resonator Call. He's playing Red Dragon Archfiend? Yeah, that's his name. And the Resonators. I plan on making one of them decks pretty soon. I just don't quite know how I want to build it. Since you don't really use Red Dragon Archfiend. You got Red Resonator and Red Gardener and Red Warg and all these cards. Synchros into Red Rising Dragon. And when he gets summoned, he targets a Resonator monster in the grave, brings him back out, and now he's got a rank or level 8 synchro monster to do. Who's he gonna target? Red Dragon Archfiend is 8. He also has other options. I didn't know that. That's a pretty cool ability. Red Resonator gaining life points. Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. Once per turn, destroys many special summoned effect monsters on the field. It's possible to attack less than or equal to this card. Whew. We draw. We got Twin Twister. Do we evenly match? Or do we just go for it? We have subtraction. We can put Archfiend down. Sigma is gonna activate. Put him in attack mode. Let's back off. We're gonna have to special summon subtraction. Let's target him. Cut him down to size. He has something he can activate. It's not like Mirror Force or something. Put subtraction down. Okay. Let's synchro into Geomathmech Magma. We don't have enough to get our boss monster right at this second. Throw him in the extra spot. Equip him with Billion Blade. He's thinking. You can't activate your ability. I have more attack points than you. Activate Billion Blade. I might set Induction in main phase 2. That's what I'm thinking. I think evenly matched, we're gonna keep on in case he somehow wipes us back. We have an evenly matched, we can just clear him back. I probably should have waited for Billion Blade. What are you thinking about? It's battle. Geomathmech activates. We're gonna activate Billion Blade. Just going to send. Do I want to send Nabla? I'm gonna send Nabla so I can make 2 attacks this turn. Activate Nabla. We're gonna target him. We can now attack 3500 twice. Geomathmech Magma will activate to destroy his face down, which was back to the front. I still have another battle, I believe. Apparently not. I should have had 2 attacks, right? Main phase 2. I'm gonna set Induction. End turn. Back to the front. Interesting choice. Why wouldn't he activate it when I target it? Who knows? Now what do you got? He's still ahead in the old life department. Sets 1 card. We could Twin Twister it. Monster Reborn. I wish to chain a card. No. Can I activate my card? My equip card? When he battles into me? Oh! Oh! I should have activated my effect, it seems. Let's target Nayada. What is this? He's gonna return to my hand. I want subtraction. Mathmech Magma's gonna activate to let me... Let's grab Equation. Equation, I can bring back my level 8, put down Subtraction, and then we're gonna have our boss monster out on the field. Which is gonna be amazing. We just have to live this. Which easily we can, I feel like. Ooh. If you control a Mathmech, you can send this. Ooh. Let's activate Induction. It's not going to do anything. And then it's going to get destroyed. Huh. Creator Resignator, a level 3 tuner. Control level 8 or higher synchro monster. You can special summon this card. Wow, you didn't synchro there. I'm pretty sure the next upgrade off of level 8 is 11, right? Or is it 10? For them, I don't remember. Okay, let's see here. Let's equation. Bring back our magma. Stick it down here. We're going to special summon our subtraction. Lower him down. And then we're going to synchro summon into Final Sigma. And we have to put him in the extra monster zone for him to gain an extra effect. Okay. We can summon out Nabla just to clear out that tuner. Battle. Perfect. This should do 2,000 damage. Perfect. And end turn. So we don't have the OTK potential. We haven't found multiplication in our deck yet, but we're doing pretty good here. We are losing, but we're in control. He might surrender if he didn't draw a good card there. Yep. That wasn't the prettiest win, but we had very good recursion there, bringing our monster back with equation. And there's not many ways to beat this guy. Geomathmech Final Sigma. I love him. He's a freaking amazing boss monster. These guys are very fun to play. Let's get into duel number 2. I'll see you guys there. Alright, in duel number 2, we've got Plural Loki 51605 ready to duel. I'm choosing to go second here. I've got my robot for my Mathmech deck. I just hope he's not playing... Not Mathmechs, it's... little robot kids. Where are they? I hate going desk bots. I hate desk bots. Going to sign at mine here. Get rid of this Pot of Desires. I really don't like Pot of Desires. I'm gonna search for Mathmech Multiplication. And we are about to put in the work on this guy right now. We may OTK. He must have a really good card face down. That he's trusting himself. Gonna normal summon out Multiplication. Multiplication's Torrential Tribute. No! They ruined our combo! There it went! End turn. Next turn we go into Balancer Lord. Kaiku. Gonna banish our monsters in grave. Are you kidding me? This guy does not have the best deck. But we're losing to it. That Torrential Tribute was huge. Goodbye, Multiplication. Goodbye, son. Can he only get rid of monsters? Yes. Okay. Buffer low. How do I get him to leave the field? That is the question. I link summon him? Just summon out Balancer Lord. Activate. Get a second summon here. Go Buffalo. Going to use my subtraction right now. And we'll see what we can get out of this. Link 3 would be our power code, shooting code. We go into this. A rank 4 doesn't really help. Pentastag. Power code wipes our field. We wouldn't be able to use this ability. Minus 14 would be 900, but get over him. I really like Power Code Talker more than Shooting Code. At the end of the battle phase, you draw monsters. Screw it! I've never used this card before, here we go. Shooting Code Talker. I know this is not the optimal position to put him in. I don't have a monster, just Book of Moon. You can't Book of Moon me. That's a free draw 1 then, right? I didn't go down. That's interesting. I would like to activate Shooting Code Talker. Assign at mining. I might activate that by discarding Call of the Grave. I don't think there's anything he wants to target in his grave. That's a card face down. If I sign at mine, what do I want? I don't really have anything I want right now. There's nothing I can get out of my grave. Just going to attack into his face down. Electromagnetic Turtle. I'm now going to go into main phase 2 and set Call of the Grave. He's not going to expect me to Call of the Grave that when he activates it. I know you really wanted to see some Mathmech monsters pop off here, but you know, that Torrential Tribute really shut that down. We could have OTK'd him turn 1. Division. How can I get a big monster out? I'm gonna sign at mine. Ah, oh, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna discard Division. Vision does not help against face-down monsters. Grab my Sigma. We're gonna wait. This card is sent to the grave. Target a face-up monster in the field. Its attack becomes halved until the end of the turn. They currently don't have face-up monsters though. Eventually he's gonna have to run out of monsters to foot face down. A Spirit Reaper cannot be destroyed by battle. How do we get around that? We link into Pentastag? And we just start running through him? Sounds logical to me. Regeki, are you kidding me? Pentastag's out of the question. Another Kaiku. I can call the grave his other one, right? Why can't I activate effect? Why can't I activate anything? Alright. We need to draw into a Mathmech right here. Oh, that doesn't help because we contribute himself to summon a Mathmech out of my deck. We're the Mathmech Sigma. We're OTKing right here. We're gonna summon Nabla. We're gonna tribute Nabla. And we're gonna grab a multiplication. This is about to be an insane amount of damage. Okay, multiplication activates. We're gonna put him up to level 8. Synchro into Final Sigma. Ooh, it's over. It's all over. Final Sigma up there. Multiplication is gonna activate. He's up to 600. Let's put down this. Equip it. And when we attack, we discard a second multiplication. Is this a once per turn effect? We'll use each effect of multiplication once per turn. Okay, that's not an option. We can do addition. We could divide his we're gonna have to activate Billion Blade, divide his. He negated it. Are you freaking serious? Why is Call to the Grave not activating any time? There's probably some logical reason, but I'm just not seeing this right now. Our Sigma goes down to 3,000. Why didn't I think about Electromagnetic Turtle Esper Girl? When this card is removed from play, special summon it. Brionic. Oh, he's gonna return me. No. If I activate this, what do I target? Wait, I'm unaffected by card effects, dude. Oh no, what a discard for no reason. No, don't activate anything. What is 3,700 times 2? Is he gonna crash? I don't think Called by the Grave does anything for me in this situation. Don't activate until it says Billion Blade. He's gonna try and crash. No. Yes. Gonna send a division. Activate division. Cut him in half. We do double damage. 6,000. Ah! That is game. Next turn, we're just gonna send a multiplication to the grave, and we'll blow over Brionic. Wait for it to say Billion Blade Nyota. Send a multiplication to the grave. You gain 500 from multiplication, and then we multiply it by 2. 9,400 damage there. Whew. That duel was a lot closer than it needed to be, but it really showed off our deck and how amazing Geomathmech Final Sigma is. I mean, I'm sure there's a little some improvements you can make to this deck, but it's definitely a very fun deck to be playing. That's why, and doing the multiplication and division is just so fun mixed with the equip spell. You might want to run 3 equip spell, who knows, maybe 3 division. Who knows, all to you. I mean, Call to the Grave wasn't doing anything for me. I didn't really have anything I needed to banish for him. I should have banished Electromagnetic Turtle when I had the chance. But that's our Mathmech deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. Coming up next is going to be a Evil Eye mixed with Unchained deck. I've got to refresh myself on that, and then that'll be up pretty soon. So I'll see you guys then. See ya.